It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, the Clippers will be going up against Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, at 6th in the Eastern Conference, they haven't quite performed up.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Los Angeles Clippers come in for this one. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. After this game, the Bucks head back out on the road. This is a game they expect to win. They come into this matchup confident and ready to take care of business.
And I think for Milwaukee, they're placing themselves right among the league's top teams here in the early start. It doesn't look to me like they're in any danger of getting off to a slow start.
And that was their stated goal as a team coming into this season, getting going in a hurry, not wasting any time establishing themselves as one of the conference's top teams.
Now we'll look at Anaheim's starting lineup. Jackson is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Pirtle. Then there's Doncic. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1 spot. Tonight featuring backcourts that can absolutely, Steve, light it up. When you were playing, who are some of the toughest guards to defend in the NBA?
Well, Kevin, first you say the Michael Jordans, but the quick guards, because I was a 6'8", kind of methodical, slow guy. I didn't like the Iversons, the Muggsy Bogues, all those guys, they just running around. They were tough.
Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Ross against Gallinari. Outside Gordon. No good on the triple.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
Here's Doncic. Jackson has the open look. His three-pointers off the mark. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Pirtle. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Tough miss. He found some space inside the arc, but he could deliver.
Ross on the wing. Gallinari covering. An even 3-on-3 break. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Passes it to Doncic. Jackson kicks to Pirtle. 6 on the shot clock. There's Gallinari with the 3. And another miss by Anaheim.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And with so much emphasis placed on Gobert's defense, some people aren't paying attention to his impact on the offensive end.
Now here is Holiday. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. From 13 feet, it goes down. Holiday's got his first basket.
Good decision maker out of the pick and roll. Holiday calls his own number, rewards his team.
You know, Steve, what you have to love about Gobert, as his usage rate has gone up, the efficiency still is there. It remains.
You're right. Shoots for an extremely high percentage, fairly low turnover rate, and each year his moves are a little more polished.
Here's Gordon. Gallinari making his last shot. Gordon dishes to Green. The kick out to Holiday. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Anaheim goes the other way with it, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Poked loose. Ross passes to Green. Ross in the corner. Fires the three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Good D by Gallinari.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Pirtle. Gallinari is out there with Jackson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. Now, here's Doncic. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Pass to Pirtle. Over Gobert. Pirtle's shot is off. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
That shot wide open.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
They kick it out to Green. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Gordon. The pass to Doncic. Ring shot on the way. Off the left rim and out. Bucks trail by 4. And Danilo Gallinari, a 6'10 small forward. Steve, good size for his position, obviously.
Yeah, one concern is on the defensive end. It's his foot speed. But on the offensive end, he uses that size to his advantage. This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
The Bucks have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Ross against Gallinari. Gordon with no one around. And the 3 off target. Clippers leading by 6. Here's Doncic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Eric Gordon. We've got plenty of great ball handlers in this game, but when you talk about the best of the best, Steve, who comes to mind? Great ball handlers in the league right now.
I think Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, James Harden, Chris Paul, Kemba Walker. Those are some of the names that stand out for me, and those are kind of the guards. But for me, now you're starting to see the Giannis Antetokounmpo, the guys at that size, Kevin Durant being able to handle the basketball. So those names are the kind of the names that stick out for me.
For Anaheim, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Down low, Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Bucks trail by 9. Holiday finds Gobert. Outside, Green. Jackson against Ross. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Nice play there from Terrence Ross to create something on the trip and earn his way to the line.
And both free throws good for Ross.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Now, here's Doncic, defended by Gordon. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. To the paint. And it's Gordon missing.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Chalk up 2 there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Holiday. Fires from the wing. And that one comes up a bit short.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot. And this one was uncontested.
Now, here's Doncic, defended by Gordon. Doncic kicks to Gallinari. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead. And so, all right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Checking out Anaheim, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
And that wraps up the half.
Welcome back to the Great Lakes. We're back on the shores of Lake Michigan here in Milwaukee, in the buildings in the background at Sunset in Wisconsin. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Gobert is out there with Green. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Holiday. And it's Ross in at the 3. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And Drew Holiday, Steve, is such a huge factor on the defensive end whenever he's on the floor.
You know, it's been a focus for him to step his game up on that end of the floor. He moves his feet so well that guys can't just blow by him. Numerically, the way he discourages shots at the rim, it's like having a defensive center on the floor.
Gordon outside. Milwaukee the rebound. And slam dunk by Gobert.
For Gobert, when it comes to rebounding, it's not just the height and length, it's also the instincts.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Now, here's Doncic, outside Jackson. Gallinari inside the three-point line. No good with the wing jumper. And so Gobert will bring it up for Milwaukee. 11-point game.
Just 1 for 4 since the break. They are looking for better efficiency on the offensive end.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And here's a rundown of the rookies already having a huge impact in their first season. These are the NBA's rookie scoring leaders. Second, Luka Doncic.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I've got to say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
And a regroup necessary. Timeout taken by Mike Budenholzer. When you're evaluating players, Steve, as you often do, which mental qualities indicate a high probability, you think, of success?
You look at guys who can stay, I would say, locked in through adversity. You know, most of us are pretty good when there's no adversity, but the players that take it to another level, when you have things that are not going right, and they can stay mentally locked in through times when it's not going well.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by Draymond Green. Kicks it to Jackson. Passes to Doncic. Over Gordon. Pass to Doncic. Goes back up. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the middle. Here's Green. Rebound by the Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. It'll be the 4th game in a 7-game road trip. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 5. Doncic, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Got that one up quick.
So often Drew creates with the ball in his hands. This time the play is created for him.
And there's the pass to Doncic. Knocks down the 3-ball. Doncic has got 6.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They've got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession. Clippers leading by 10. Dishes it to Gallinari. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now Doncic, he has 6. From 11 feet away, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And now it's a 12-point Clipper lead. Gordon deciding where to go with it. The kick out to Holiday. Misses. And so it's the visiting team up by a dozen here at the end. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Anaheim, we've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Jackson is out there with Pirtle. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Doncic in at the 2 spot. Here's Green, following the score by Jakob Pirtle. Green, the pass to Holiday. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 6 points for Drew Holiday.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
Now, here's Doncic, defended by Gordon. Doncic passes to Jackson, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get us out.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Clippers leading by 14. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari outside, and it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. We know a lot of NBA players take how they've been rated in a video game, Steve, personally. You've made digital appearances during your career. Did you ever have any issues with the ratings?
No, I didn't. And I think now these players, I grew up in this generation with video games, so yes, they take it personally. They understand, and they're playing these games while they're in the NBA. So a lot of them, just like when the media is all over them, they want to have a say-so on how good they are, even in a video game.
Here's Holiday. Gallinari making his last shot. And he drops it in from the low post. That's now 8 points for Drew Holiday.
Very composed, under control. Holiday does a good job of converting in traffic.
Gallinari outside. Banked in off the glass.
Against physical D, Gallinari with the improved strength and body control to finish.
And Holiday kicks to Green. Pass to Gordon. 3-pointer. Sinks the 3-pointer.
Because he's inconsistent from range, the defense dares him to take that shot. Bad gamble there.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Outside Jackson. Passes it to Doncic. Over Gordon. Doncic, no good. Bucks trail by 13.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Anaheim.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Luka Doncic.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another miss by Anaheim. The feed now to Green. Banked in off the glass.
Not the tallest power forward in the league, but Draymond Green carving out space.
And here is Doncic. So the Clippers with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was...
See me grinding, I don't rock no rollie, cause my time is time.